Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host Aravind here, and I'm back with another episode for you all to listen to. Now, here is the good part. From today onwards, the show will have a guest speaker every single episode. Yes, so from today onwards, the show will have a guest speaker every single episode. Because I know that some of you are bored listening to me every time. So I came up with this idea of bringing you a new show, a new season of the complete rendition of the podcast. Now, what is the theme of the show? Do you know it? Because sometimes it comes out before we actually promote it. If you know it, that's great. If you don't know it, no bother. I'll explain. So we will have a guest speaker whom I'll be asking 5 important questions with respect to what they do, what they're doing, and how they are coping through the pandemic. And so you all get some guidance, and so you all get to know another person on the show, and you can also make new connections, right? So let's jump right into the show, Talking Optimism. And today we have Sean T. Rose in the house. And for all those who doesn't know Sean, Sean lives in County Clare in the west of Ireland. He has a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from University College Dublin and is currently studying for a higher diploma in data analytics with the National College of Ireland. Sean has worked for a year as an online maths and engineering tutor with a local institute of technology in Limerick. Other jobs include serving and supervising in the catering industry, factory shift work, and he also done an internship in logistics. After finishing secondary school, Sean went on to volunteer for 6 months as a youth leader in Tallinn, Estonia. More recently, he joined the Workway organization and spent 4 months traveling and working in Germany. And Sean likes to hike and he likes to learn languages and listens to podcasts. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you for participating. How are you doing?
Hi, Arvind. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
The first question to you is, could you explain what you're currently doing for a living, basically? Like, if there is a 15-year-old listening, how do you describe your work? How the heck are you making money?
Okay, yes, sure. So my current work is as an online maths tutor. This is with the Limerick Institute of Technology. So this is a local college, and I'm working basically tutoring maths. So this work, it will be a little bit quiet, for example, during the holidays, during Christmas time, during the summer. It's a little bit reduced. And then right before exams, there'll be a lot of students who I'm helping. They will be just looking for help with their exams or with their assignments. Yeah. So it's not just maths that I'm tutoring. Sometimes there's engineering subjects like thermodynamics or mechanics of solids.
Perfect.
Yeah, and this is quite interesting for me because it really refreshes a lot of what I had previously studied, and it's just a reminder.
Yeah, I see. You usually studied a couple of things. I mean, you're currently studying in NCI, right? Like data analytics with NCI. Perfect. So that's good. That's great.
Yes.
So please.
I suppose there's I suppose that just with this particular job, just so people know, I actually came about it through a social network. So this was how I ended up in this role. I never knew this role existed, but I was helping someone.
You're liking it or not?
I am liking it a lot. Yes, yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. So that matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Good to know. And now, we all know that these are like kind of tough times in Ireland as well as all over the globe. So could you tell us how are you keeping yourself, like, or your family or near and dears, happy and motivated like every single day?
Well, I do my best every single day. I can't promise every single day, but it's generally what I would do is I try to look on the bright side of the pandemic. So that's a hard word to use, that word, pandemic, but I try to look on the bright side because it's given me a lot of time. And I suppose what's keeping me quite well is connecting with other people. So connecting with people online who I haven't heard from in a long time.
Like
and partly I'm just like, precisely, I was so happy.
Perfect.
It's
and
been
go
a
on.
while. So that, it's and there's so many reasons to talk with these people. I'm wondering how they're doing, genuinely hoping they're doing okay. With other, and there's always an excuse to talk. When you just say, how are you doing? How's life in your country these days? It's crazy here. How is it for you? That's really nice. And also, I like to learn languages, so I've been able to kind of connect with some people, and that's helped me learning.
How many languages do you know, Sean? Out of curiosity. How many languages you can speak?
I'm practicing. That's a very tough question. I can definitely speak English and German.
Like a rough idea, like about 5, 10, 20 maybe?
I'm learning 5.
That's a good number.
But yeah, I think that's enough for me.
That's a good number for sure. And that's great. And so my third question to you is, so this is kind of personal. I think most of the people who listen, or the younger crowd, may get value out of this. It's like, what's your biggest challenge you had to overcome in the last decade, like while you're growing up? What was your biggest challenge that you overcome during the last decade or so? Could you share with us for that?
Okay, so is this during the last year?
Last decade, or while growing up? The one thing you remember, and the one thing you can share with us.
So I suppose challenges can be quite personal. So but I think this is also one which a lot of people would, they might face this challenge, and especially these days. So for me, probably the biggest challenge was related to studying and my course. So I'm 29 years old now, and so I suppose 10 years ago I was just starting to look at university and going in and to do my Bachelor's of Engineering course. And I found though that after the first year, going into my second year, I found that I had a lot of difficulty focusing. So unfortunately this meant I had to take time out of the course. There was no alternative to this. It was a real challenge. My way to overcome it was really just perseverance. I took the time out. I thought, what do I want to do? And I had to have some perseverance. And so I suppose what happened really was I found that I was living in a situation that I was very uncomfortable with, but I didn't know why. And this was affecting a lot of things. That's what happened really. It was finding where I was living. Everything was a little bit difficult. So
were you in the country? Were you in Ireland?
I didn't know what the science called, so I didn't really I was in Dublin. I was living in Dublin, just doing my studying. The first year was really great, and I had really grades. Second year, just there was something wrong. I didn't know that there was just something wrong. First, yeah, you can hear me, can you? It was in Dublin, yes. So I was living in Dublin and studying. This was my second year at the University College Dublin. Second year studying my Bachelor's of Engineering, and it was my living situation was a little bit difficult. I found I wasn't compatible with the person I was living with, and so as I was saying, I couldn't quite put my finger on the reason, but nonetheless it had an effect. So I suppose what I would recommend if anyone found themselves in this situation would be first admit something's not quite right, look for what might be wrong, and then make a decision that will, for their own well-being, make a decision, even if it seems irrational. Sometimes things we can't explain everything. We don't always know the cause. So sometimes we just feel something is not right and we have to act. So that would be my advice for people if they're in a situation like something like that. And it was a very odd challenge. I know in the last 10 years, this is a very odd challenge to talk about because...
No, don't worry, Sean. I mean, there'll be millions of them.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, if you ask me, the biggest challenge for me was like, to actually do something which I really like, which I really enjoy, do something for myself. But in the sense like, whether it's college and all, it was, I come from an Indian background, right? Back in India, it's like, I paid for like around 10,000 bucks, like euros, to complete the course. And back in India, it was like, okay, once you're done with your course, you'll get a job in computing, which will make your life smoother and all. But for me, it's like I was only doing the college because they want me to do it. So I was like, okay, I even though at one point I was like, okay, this is not me, but again, I still dragged it down. I wasted. I don't say that I wasted it, because some of that time I put the time in my interested things. But again, that particular time, I feel like I was doing it for someone else, right? Which didn't really resulted very much. So now the challenge I overcome is like, if I have to do it if I have to really do something, I'll definitely feel like, okay, whether I'm doing it for someone else, or I really like it, or do I really enjoy it, and with that thing, can that make sense to everyone else? So that realization, I won't say realization, but that radicalness, it was not there in the beginning, even during the college. So I'm very poor student, I admit it, but again, I took my time. I wanted to complete it. I just completed for the namesake. So now on, I don't really do those things anymore. So that was mine. So it might seem odd as well, but again, there'll be a lot of people like us for sure. Now.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Sorry for interrupting, and I like to jump in at times. Okay. And your question, the next question would be, you already gave a couple of suggestions, good advice. But again, if you have to go one suggestion to your younger self, what would it be like?
Sure. So my suggestion would be to just be true to yourself, no matter how far away from your home, from friends, from what you're familiar with, no matter how far away it might take you. So figuring out what you value and directing yourself towards that's quite important, because there's a lot of different expectations from society, from everyone, from your friends, from family. And this is a little bit like your last point about the challenge that people might overcome. But there's all these expectations, and it's actually impossible to fulfill all of them, because they're not all the same. So it can just be very good to kind of reconfirm who you are. And
do the
I
thing.
suppose this, say again?
And do their thing, right?
Precisely. Yes, yes. Whether that's in education or work or relationships, any of this, it's quite important to do their own thing and to know to be true to their own values.
Perfect.
This would be my suggestion.
That's a good one too. Yeah. One thing I would add is like have fun. For me, it's like have a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't regret that I didn't have fun. I had enough fun. But again, if there is anyone else listening, because they might think that my profile always looks like working and all. So some people, if they think that I always work, I had fun. Just to make sure. So have fun.
Yeah.
That's for me. And finally, before we wrap up the question, it will be your last question, like last regular question. I have a surprise for you, Sean. Finally, could you share with us one of the things you want to achieve in the up and coming decade, like probably in the next decade? Like we are in the new decade now, 2021. So one of your the things you want to achieve in the coming years.
Sure. So this would be related to my career, and
it could be anything. I mean, one you can share with us, like yes.
Sure. Yeah. So for me, I think it is important to find a profession that I'm happy in, that I'm content in, and that's something that's kind of quite closely aligned with my studies. So I'm really happy with what I've been studying. The engineering and the data analytics, they partner quite well, and I'm sure there's quite a lot of opportunity out there. I know there is, and I'm kind of at the moment, because I'm still studying, I haven't really had the chance to go and fully explore all of this. So I'm really looking forward to that, to being in a role that's demanding a little bit. This is me personally. Not everyone would like this, but something that's demanding, so that I have to be present every day. I really have to be mentally, in every sense, present at my work, where I have a certain level of responsibility. So there's just a little niche that I can help out in and be responsible for, and also that I really like talking, liaising with other people. So that's important to me as well, where there's kind of cooperation and discussion and mutual communication with other people. And that could be maybe, I suppose, in terms of the sectors, I'm interested in manufacturing and technology. So that is a goal of mine, is to kind of develop myself in this direction. And that doesn't define who I am completely, but this is just something which in the next 10 years I would really love to be involved in.
Perfect. That's great. That's good. Yeah. And Shana, surprise. It's completely random again. I was thinking about it, but I haven't prepared for it. So now what I'm coming up with, like last 5 questions were like kind of heavy, a little bit heavy. So now I'm thinking of doing a rapid fire with you. Like I'll give you 5 questions, easy ones, hopefully.
Okay.
You have to answer them quickly, right?
Right.
Okay. So, perfect. Let's do it. So, if you wake up tomorrow and you can be completely another person, who would it be? It's a rapid fire.
First thing that came to my head was Elon Musk. So I have to.
Yeah. Elon Musk. Yeah, perfect. That's good. And then, so Dublin or Clare, County Clare?
Oh, that's such a tough one. Right now, Dublin, because I'm not there. I want to be somewhere that I'm not. So that's right now Dublin. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. And third question, this is out of random and again. The question I'm thinking about is like, I had a question for you actually. I initially thought of asking you this. If you wake up tomorrow and you're invisible, right? So what would you do?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody can see you.
I think I would I would probably break the travel limits. At the moment, we have some travel limits in Ireland. Unfortunately, I might break the law and go outside of my county, and I might drive the car doing this. So yeah, it's slightly dangerous, but yeah.
Okay, that's good. Three there. That's a good one. I thought you'll say you'll travel abroad or something like that. I'll go to a plane and I'll go to another country and come back. It's like that.
If they would let me.
If you're invisible, I mean, they can't see you, John.
Well, okay, that's true.
So
I might be able to do it.
That came to my mind. And
yeah.
Fourth question. I want to make it fun, right?
Yeah, that's a good.
What's your favorite nightclub in Dublin? First one, the best one.
Oh God, it's been such a long time. Okay. Workman's, that was interesting. I like there was an interesting atmosphere in Workman's.
Workman's, perfect. Workman's.
Yeah, please don't judge me.
No, they'll judge you, Sean.
Yeah, I know.
The conflicts are coming at you now. Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, fifth one. I don't know. Hiking, right? So hiking or sleeping on a couch?
Oh, couch surfing or hiking. Tomorrow I'm going hiking, and I've been doing a lot of hiking recently, so I'm super pumped for this tomorrow. So it's hiking. Yeah,
That's
good
cool.
question. Yeah,
that's good to know. So that's all the questions I have for you, Sean, and I really thank you, appreciate your time, and thank you for accepting my request. Hopefully.
Yeah, thank you.
It's nice to see you as well. I mean, you're doing well. You're looking good. Are you working out nowadays?
I went for a swim this morning in a lake, so I don't know if that's working out.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again. Thank you so much. So that's Sean, everyone, and this is it. If you want to connect with Sean, we can do it online as well. Right? Have a great day.